Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. We are at a very, very important level. So far, it's gone exactly as I thought. We're back around that $100 support. But what happens from here is going to dictate not only how NVIDIA is going to trade over the coming months, but how the whole stock market is going to trade. So do stay with me until the end of the video. Just to let you know, everything in this video is not financial advice, should not be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Even if I was, I cannot advise you over YouTube. This is just for educational purposes only. When I say buy or sell levels, that doesn't mean you should buy it, sell at these levels. It just means these are areas that I believe are resistance and support. So NVIDIA is at $102 right now. This is exactly what we said would happen last week. Well, I said I never say it's 100% going to happen. I say it's a more likely option that's going to occur, and the more likely scenario did play out. We were around $117. We broke that. We broke the upwards and downwards trend lines, and now we're back at the support at around $102. Went as low as, I think, we dipped into 101, which was exactly what we said. What happens next week is very important. Putting it simply, if we hold between $96 and $100, then everything's fine. Then you can have another chance at continuing the uptrend. Two concerns. One is that you're putting in lower highs, meaning more people are selling earlier, taking their profits, and less people are willing to hold the stock. So as you can see, there was a high at $140, there was a high at $135, and then there's this structure that was quite concerning, where everyone was sort of taking profits at $130 or selling at $130. That is what's a little bit concerning. People are now not only just keep buying the stock, they're also selling the stock. So why is that concerning? Because even if we hold $100, yes, it's a good thing. Yes, the upward structure has not changed. Then we have another battle, and the battle is taking out this high here, and taking this trend line to downside out. So two scenarios. One, we hold this level, which is great, which is what we want to see. But then we have to break structures and we have to continue going higher. And at every single one of these points, at this resistance here at $116, at this resistance at $130, this resistance at $135, this resistance at $140, you have to break every single one of them to make new all-time highs. There's a lot of resistance that needs to be broken for NVIDIA to continue making all-time highs. I'm not saying it can't happen, it's just there's a lot of barriers which would require a lot of selling, which would require a lot of people that are shorting this for them to become liquidated, or require the people that are longing the stock, a lot of leverage on the long side would require them not to suddenly be flushed out with a sudden drop to the downside. So I'll be very careful. It'll be great if we hold this level. That would mean the structure isn't intact, and then we can start trying to break every single one of those resistance points.
Rick McGrath donated $5 through a super chat. Please everyone smash the like button, thumbs up.
Thank you, Rick McGrath. Thank you for your message on Discord as well. If everyone can hit the like button, that will be great. So there's opportunity to make money. There is opportunity to take a trade at $102, and then once you make a nice amount of profit within a week, I would suggest, I'm not going to suggest you do anything, but what I would do is, if I make 16% in a week, I'd be tempted to sell because there is so much overhead resistance. So my first sell level would be $116, my next sell level would be $130, my next sell level would be maybe $135, my next one will be all-time highs. As you can see, there's a lot of overhead resistance. I do suspect we'll get some sort of bounce, but the bounce doesn't mean all-time highs. It might mean a sudden move to the upside for 16%. What I always do is always have money on the side in case my first buy zone doesn't come through, and my next buy zone is much lower than some people expect, but it can suddenly happen, especially if we get a wider downturn in the markets, and that's my next buy zone, which is $75. So for example, if something like this occurs, where we're at $100, we rebound to $116, come back down to $100, this support no longer holds, we break down, go down to $90, test the previous support as resistance at $95, then we can come down to levels such as $75. So I'll definitely be wary that that is a scenario that can happen. We can break $100. $100 doesn't mean that is the line in the sand. It can go, definitely can go lower than that. But it doesn't, yet again, it doesn't mean you can't make money at $100. Where we're at now, that there can be a bounce. It can take us to $116, it can take us to $113. But I'm just giving that warning out there that there is a lot of overhead resistance. There is a lot we have to overcome before we come back to all-time highs. So I'd be very careful. Trade it both ways. Buy it at $100, buy it at $75. Keep lowering your average. NVIDIA is a great company to own, and it's already 25% discount from all-time highs. If I can get it at 45% discount from all-time highs, I'd love that. And there is an opportunity to get it there as well. Just putting that warning out there. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Have a look at this video up here and playlist down here. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.